Today's episode is extremely thrilling because I will demonstrate my finished project in Bogota. This is the capital of Colombia, specifically terrace decoration. I will tell you about the principles of creating a terrace. You can apply them both in your houses and apartments. In general, informative, visually appealing, and exotic. So I highly recommend you to watch this video until the very last second. Svetlana, my client, found me through social networks with a request for terrace decoration and other decorative work in her apartment. Sveta and her family moved to Colombia from Africa, where they lived 10 years. Remember this fact, it will be important. I will have to take this into account when decorating. We scheduled a meeting where I saw the actual space and the existing furniture. Svetlana was prepared to completely separate from all of the furniture pieces.
You observe all of this, something filthy, something ambiguous as to why it is present. And that's why I decided that I definitely need a professional eye, because otherwise I'll just throw everything out and buy new.
However, I have a thorough understanding of the expatriate life, so I strive to preserve as much as possible without causing the client any additional problems for their future moves. You know, it's like throwing money to the wind sometimes. I knew that the client was expecting a container with decor and items from Africa, and I studied everything that will come to us. Why, you may ask? For the client, to ensure that the new decor matches the old one. After all, the terrace should be an extension of the interior. In the future, the Colombian decoration and African decoration will be relocated to another place, and it should all blend together. Constructing a terrace in an apartment can be a fascinating undertaking that provides additional room for relaxation and leisure activities. Now I will enumerate the principles to take into consideration when creating a terrace in an apartment. This is a step-by-step guide that I personally make use of. To commence with, planning and design are crucial. Prior to commencing the project, ascertain the size and position of the terrace as well as the layout of the furniture. Consider the access to the terrace from inside the apartment, its orientation in relation to the sun and the surrounding landscape. Ensure safety on the terrace, especially if it is located on a high floor. Ensure that the railings and barriers are in accordance with local regulations and are safe and suitable for use. Make a selection of suitable materials for the terrace that are resistant to weather conditions and easy to clean. This could be wood, composite materials, ceramic tiles, and artificial turf. Choose furniture and accessories that match the style and functionality of your terrace. Take into consideration furniture options that are compact in size and can easily be folded or moved indoors in the event of unfavorable weather conditions. And before I continue, I want to remind you of the importance of your likes, subscriptions, and comments. It is these simple actions of yours that promote my channel. So, the client sends me references for the terrace along with the technical task. An important factor to consider is that there should be a total of 20 to 25 seating areas available, as this designated space will be utilized for the purpose of socializing. By the way, this is an additional principle you should take into consideration when planning any space. And for what purpose do you need this space and how do you plan to utilize it? I was very satisfied with the references. They perfectly matched the potential of the terrace, and I made the decision to retain all of the furniture that was already on the terrace at the time of the move. I would like to bring attention to one crucial fact. Upon first inspection, it appears that there is a sufficient amount of space on the terrace to accommodate a group of 20-25 people without any issues or overcrowding. However, it is crucial to comprehend the logistics of how individuals will transition from one location to another. It is important to understand the pathways so that they are clear and chairs can be easily moved aside. So, it appears that there is an abundance of space, but it is somewhat constricted. Therefore, the work had to be done meticulously. The client opted for a collage presentation, approved it on the first try, and then received a list from me with the furniture and decor items to be purchased in order to continue the decoration. Once again, I was lucky with this client as she goes from words to action in 0.01 seconds. Allow me to demonstrate on the collage and provide you with a more detailed explanation of the areas we had, the items we purchased, where we placed the old furniture, and calculate the seating capacity for you. So, let me guide you through the zones. Zone number 1. And in zone number 1, we have only decor. This is a painting on the wall, an additional flower pot and cushions. We are reupholstering the sofa to give it a fresh look. In zone number 2, we will have a decorative panel on the wall to slightly conceal the brick wall, making it cozier and visually reducing the appearance of the bricks. Additionally, we will add some warm lighting to enhance the cozy atmosphere. As for dining zone number 3, we will keep the dining table, which the client initially wanted to get rid of, but we will not part with it. Instead, we will give it a fresh coat of paint to match the new color scheme of the room. We are in the process of decorating it. We will purchase lovely placemats, dishes, and that should be essentially sufficient. We are going to buy some lightweight chairs. We already have these black chairs. Additionally, we will also acquire a brand new rug. And zone number 4. This particular zone at present has absolutely no furniture whatsoever, not a single item. She is open-minded. We need furniture here that is not afraid of rain. Here we are placing a rocking chair. This inner soft part, it comes off easily, and the outer part, it's absolutely not afraid of rain. And now let's move on and count the seating places together. 1 person, 2, 3, maybe even 4 if it's a large group, but if it's comfortable, 3 people can fit here. This couch is actually 2 meters long, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a look. This table also has the option to extend its seating capacity. It expands in the middle section here, providing extra space for more people to sit. And we can add more additional chairs in this location, 1 in this location, 1 in this location. So, we count the numbers 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. The count starts at 8 and goes up to 18, increasing by 1 each time. This sequence of numbers represents a range from the smallest number, 8, to the largest number, 18. In my opinion, we have achieved the maximum possible proximity to the goal, taking into account the potential for the owners to introduce additional items in this area if required, which would ultimately result in a highly cluttered space. Furthermore, in zone number 4, we have the option to incorporate extra seats, but I would determine their placement based on the prevailing situation and requirements at that time. Friends, I want to focus on the stages of decoration and recommend that you, in order not to buy unnecessary items and not to overspend, should follow the principle of starting from the bigger elements and gradually moving to the smaller ones, decorating in 2 to 3 stages. I dislike, for instance, keeping the client waiting, as the client isn't residing in boxes, so once we got the initial decor, I rushed over and we organized it. In principle, this could have potentially been the end, but it was ultimately only 50% of the originally planned work. I would like to remind you that the projects I manage are not just limited to offline, but also extend to online platforms as well. Furthermore, at the moment, I am overseeing 90% of projects through online platforms and tools. And in order to become my client, please follow the link that is attached in the description of this video, click on the Clients section, and kindly leave your contact details in this window. Plants will undoubtedly add picturesque and atmospheric charm to your terrace without a doubt. Consider different options of greenery, such as flower pots or pots with green plants, in order to create a comfortable atmosphere. Make sure there is adequate lighting on the terrace to establish a cozy atmosphere in the evening. Consider options for built-in lighting on the walls of lanterns or garlands. Create a secluded area for relaxation, where you can unwind and enjoy the terrace's atmosphere. Take into consideration the option of utilizing sliding screens, umbrellas, or decorative panels to create a private corner area for added privacy. Ensure that you have a well-defined maintenance plan for your terrace, which includes regular cleaning and taking care of any plants that may be present. Friends, if you have been following my Instagram for a while, I have consistently shown my terrace and the greenery on it. Take a look at how incredibly green Svetlana's place is. I wanted to let you know that I have a gardener who comes to my house once a month,
and it typically takes me around 30 to 40 minutes 3 times a week to water my terrace. The lushness of the greenery is truly a sight to behold. Taking into consideration the fact that I do not carry water in buckets and watering cans, but rather have a hose connected from the wall, there is a water outlet available, and I'm able to easily water my plants using the hose. But after that, you still need to tidy up, so for approximately 30 to 40 minutes 3 times a week excluding. Take into consideration how you will maintain it in the future. Ensure that the terrace is kept in a good condition, so that it always looks visually appealing and ready for use at all times. There is nothing worse than dull, sick, such dry plants, you know what I mean. This is ugly. It's better to have nothing or plant something fake. Well, this is a fascinating episode in my view, and it has concluded. I will be happy to answer any questions regarding interior design related to this episode. I personally respond to each one. With you as interior designer Marina Zvereva. See you in 2 weeks.